Road to Nigeria's independence. The events that led to the discovery and independence of Nigeria dated back to the 1800s by the British colony. But before that, the West African coast was initially explored by Portuguese explorers in the late 15th century, hence the Portuguese origin of the name Lago de Coramo, or simply Lagos, which means lakes in Portuguese. Then, the British annexed Lagos in 1861, then gradually expanded control. In 1914, Governor Frederick Lugard merged the Northern and Southern Protectorates to form modern Nigeria. The British ruled indirectly, relying on traditional chiefs in the north while directly administering the south. The concept of an independent republic didn't come up until after the World War II, when nationalist movements grew stronger, led by figures such as Herbert Macaulay, often referred to as the father of Nigerian nationalism, Nnamdi Azikiwe, who founded the National Council of Nigeria and the Cameroons (NCNC), Obafemi Awolowo, who led the Action Group, Sir Ahmadu Bello, leader in the north and premier of northern Nigeria. These leaders pushed Britain for constitutional reforms. These figures joining forces ultimately led to a constitutional development. In 1946, we had the Richards Constitution, which allowed limited African representation but kept British control. But in 1951, Macpherson's Constitution, which gave Nigerians more say and introduced regional legislature. In 1954, Lexington Constitution established Nigeria as a federation with self-governing regions, which at that time was the North, West, and East. In the late 1950s, the Eastern, Western, and Northern region had gained self-government. In 1959 federal elections, these elections prepared Nigeria for full independence, producing a coalition government led by Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa as Prime Minister. The coalition prompted the British to agree to full independence on October 1st, 1960. Nigeria officially became independent with Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa as Prime Minister and Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe as Governor General, which later converted as a president in 1963 when Nigeria became a republic. Nigeria's independence was not won through war, but through gradual constitutional reforms, strong nationalist movements, and negotiations with Britain. Unfortunately, Nigeria fell into long stretches of military dictatorship, with only a brief civilian government in between, in the year 1979 to 1983, under Shehu Shagari, called the Second Republic. Coups and counter-coups dominated, stifling democratic representation, which was the foundation of Nigeria's independence. 65 years later, we have achieved a lot in certain areas, while falling short at other crucial areas that could have propelled us beyond our current state. Nigeria's independence highlighted the challenge of uniting over 250 ethnic groups. The lesson is that political freedom must be paired with efforts to manage diversity through dialogue and inclusive governance. Also, early post-independence coup and military rule showed that independence alone does not guarantee democracy. Continuous civic engagement, accountability, and rule of law are essential to sustain democratic freedoms. While exemplary leadership from founding fathers formed the freedom we enjoy today, consistent poor leaderships over the years have stunted national growth and development, while cases of corruption and self-interest have been on the rise, which relatively stalled progress. Furthermore, economic sovereignty, as it has shown, does not automatically translate to economic control or prosperity. Resource management, industrialization, and fair wealth distribution are crucial for true independence. In conclusion, the Civil War in 1967 to 1970 and reoccurring conflict show that political freedom can be threatened by unresolved grievances. This teaches that reconciliation, justice, and inclusive governance are indispensable. The growing consciousness on elections, protests, and social movements reveal that active citizen engagement is the moral backbone of a functioning independent state. Despite these political instabilities, economic challenges, and social tensions Nigeria has endured, the moral here is that national survival depends on resilience, adaptability, and hope. Happy Independence Day, Nigeria. Thank you.